Why do some people manage to make lasting changes in their lives, seemingly effortlessly, while others struggle for years and never quite succeed? What's the secret behind those tiny daily actions that lead to huge transformations? And how can you unlock it for yourself? Hi, and welcome back to Bookshot. Today we're exploring Atomic Habits by James Clear, a best-selling guide that reveals practical strategies to build good habits, break bad ones, and completely transform your life by focusing on small, consistent changes. 1. The core idea: small habits, big results. James Clear's central insight is that success doesn't require massive effort or willpower. Instead, tiny improvements, as little as 1% better every day, can add up to remarkable change over time. To put it into perspective, improving just 1% daily leads to being nearly 37 times better after 1 year. This concept is powerful because it means you don't need to wait for motivation or the perfect moment to start. Every small step counts. But the opposite is also true. Small negative habits can compound and drag you down just as fast. This shows how important it is to be mindful of your daily routines, even the seemingly insignificant ones. 2. The 4 laws of behavior change. Clear breakdowns how habits form and how to change them with 4 practical laws. Let's look at each. 1. Cue. Make it obvious. Every habit starts with a cue, a trigger that tells your brain to begin an action. For example, if you want to read more, place a book somewhere you'll see it every day, like on your bedside table or desk. By making cues obvious, your brain gets constant reminders to perform the habit without needing to force yourself. 2. Craving. Make it attractive. Your brain responds to habits that seem rewarding or appealing. To make a habit stick, pair it with something enjoyable. For example, if you want to work out regularly, listen to your favorite music or podcast only while exercising. This builds positive associations that make you look forward to the habits. 3. Response. Make it easy. Reduce any friction that makes the habit harder to do. If you want to eat healthier, prepare snacks ahead of time or keep healthy food within easy reach. Simplifying the steps reduces excuses and increases your chance of success. 4. Reward. Make it satisfying. Positive feedback motivates repetition. Celebrate small wins by tracking progress, crossing off days on a calendar, or treating yourself after completing a habit. Your brain learns to associate the habit with pleasure, making it more likely to continue. To break bad habits, simply invert these laws. Hide cues, make the habit unattractive, increase effort required, and remove any rewards. 3. Identity-based habits. One of the most impactful lessons in Atomic Habits is the shift from goal-based thinking to identity-based thinking. Instead of focusing only on what you want to achieve, focus on who you want to become. For example, instead of saying I want to lose 10 pounds, say I am a healthy person. Instead of I want to write a book, say I am a writer. Every time you perform a habit, it's a vote towards the type of person you believe you are. This identity shift makes habits more meaningful and long-lasting because they become part of your self-image. 4. The compound effect of habits. Habits are like compound interest in your bank account. Initially, changes may feel invisible or slow, but over time, these tiny gains multiply exponentially. This is why persistence is key. Even if you don't see immediate results, your efforts are stacking up behind the scenes and will eventually create a breakthrough. 5. Environment shapes behavior. Your environment can be your greatest ally or enemy when it comes to habits. You can't always rely on willpower alone, but you can design your surroundings to support your goals. For example, if you want to read more, leave books in places you spend time. If you want to stop scrolling social media, keep your phone in another room while working. By making the desired behavior the default option, you reduce resistance and make the habits easier to sustain. 6. The plateau of latent potential. This concept describes the frustration of working hard without seeing visible progress. Clear explains that just because you don't see results right away doesn't mean your efforts aren't working. Like melting ice, change happens beneath the surface until it suddenly becomes visible, a breakthrough moment. The key is to keep going through this plateau without giving up. 7. Systems versus goals. Goals focus on specific outcomes. I want to run a marathon, or I want to earn more money. Systems focus on the processes, the daily routines and habits that lead to those outcomes. Clear emphasizes that focusing on systems is more effective because if you miss a goal temporarily, a good system keeps you moving forward. 8. Tracking and accountability. Keeping track of your habits helps make progress visible and motivates you to keep going, whether it's a simple checklist or a digital app. Seeing your streaks encourages consistency. Sharing your goals with friends or a community adds accountability, making it less likely you'll skip your habits. 9. Breaking bad habits. To overcome bad habits, you need to interrupt the habit loop. Start by removing or hiding the cues that trigger them. Make the habit less attractive by reminding yourself of its negative effects. Increase the effort needed by adding extra steps or obstacles. Finally, reduce the satisfaction by adding consequences or replacing the habit with a healthier alternative. 10. The power of small wins. No matter how big your goal, every habit begins with the tiniest step, whether it's reading one page, doing one push-up, or meditating for just a minute. These small wins build confidence and momentum. Over time, these little victories stack up to create lasting change. Atomic Habits shows that real change isn't about motivation or willpower alone. It's about making tiny, smart adjustments to your daily routine, designing your environment, shifting your identity, and trusting the process of compounding growth. By applying these principles, you can transform your habits and your life. Thanks so much for watching this in-depth summary of Atomic Habits. If you found it useful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel for more practical book breakdowns, and comment below with the small habit you're committing to start or stop this week. Your journey starts now. See you in the next video.